Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 168th video of my Fallout 76 Surveyal series, and here we are at the Sunday Brothers cabin. Taking a look at the map, here we are to the west of Harper's Ferry, the south-southeast of Berkeley Springs. So the Sunday Brothers cabin was owned by the Sunday Brothers, obviously, Jesus and Juan Diego Sunday. They were both members of the Free States movement. I produced 2 lore videos on this topic. The newer one was a remake of the original, with my speculations moved from the narrative into the closing so as to not dilute the narrative of the story. Now, why don't we take a look around here? First of all, the enemies you're going to find here, feral ghouls. I've found those guys here the 5 times that I've come through here specifically for the purpose of filming this. Now, I will say that I remember seeing bugs here before, but again, in the 5 times, actually this is now the 6th time I've been here, I've found feral ghouls every single time. Now, along with the feral ghouls, there are radroaches, but there are always radroaches in the basement. What I'm saying is that I've also found some of the blood bugs and bloat flies and things like that flying around out here instead of the feral ghouls. But along with that, in terms of the collectible nodes, there are Tatos, Razorgrain, Mutfruit, wild corn, wild gourd blossoms, wood piles, mutated ferns, and rhododendron. Now, the rhododendron is actually found right out here. Right there. Just if you're wondering where that is. The main crops are found behind the house. We'll see them here in just a minute. And then mutated ferns, again, you're just going to find them in the woods around the property. Alright. So, we got the large cabin. We got a couple of cars parked out front. Looks like they were using it as some sort of barricade here. American flag. Coming around here, we've got this tractor trailer with a shipping container on the back. Another truck. Here's the yard that I was talking about. See Tatos, Razorgrain, Mutfruit, wild gourd blossoms, wild corn, and that's it. I was almost expecting there to be another one, so I kept going. Right over here we have the first of the sets of stills you can find, but along with that we have just the general brewery structure here that was run by Juan Diego. Now we find the first collectible here, this power armor chassis. Along with that I have found a plan here for an armor. Okay, so over here we got a desk with a terminal, a holotape, and a safe. There's also another safe in the basement, but I'll show you that when we get there. A chemistry station, a brewing station, a weapons workbench, a bunch of barrels, and a tinkerer's workbench. Now this is a great supply of oil products right here. If you're looking for oil, come by the Sunday Brothers cabin just for this one little stash right here. It's excellent. Alright. There's also this generator that's for some reason sunk into the ground. I don't know exactly why. It's also constantly running, but I don't know for what purpose. I have heard that the Sunday Brothers cabin is going to receive an update before too long, which is a large part of the reason why we're here, so maybe this will find a use at that time. Before we move on to actually reading into this lore and anything like that, we're going to take a look around the full place, because there are 3 holotapes that all run in sequence, so we're going to basically do those in sequence. Now, back out here we have a tanning, well, not really a tanning rack, but there are some skins there, and along with that there's a fox hide. There's some of the mutated ferns I was talking about. Okay, you got the wood piles. Coming down here, you can find the outhouse. This is one of those rare ones where there's actually nothing inside of it. Typically you find those things and they've at least filled them with earth. Okay, now also there's another collectible over here, potentially. Right up here on the roof. And it's not here right now, but I've got a shot of it. A bobblehead. Okay, so let's keep on moving. We've got another still right here. We've got some crates. We got some barrels. A little bit of junk, but mostly just clutter. And we can come in here. We got some jars, some more oil products, concrete, a little cement. Alright, and if we keep coming over this way, we got a greenhouse. More actually no, fertilizer in here. These clay pots though are ceramic. Okay. Now we can come back out here. And there's the third still. And then along with that there are these shipping containers here, which we can go into. Get a little bit more junk. Also a wooden crate there with some more. In that case it was actually a Blackwater brew. Okay, can't get into the other containers. Alright, before we go into the house, why don't we read the terminal that's out here. Again, we're going to leave the holotapes for the moment, but here we go. Alright, Brewmaster's log, the plan. I convinced Jesus that if we're really doing this backwoods survival gig, we've got to go all the way. And when I say all the way, you know I'm talking about moonshine. On the downside, everything I read says making shine takes time, but patience doesn't exactly run in the Sunday blood. Time to find a guy who knows a guy. There's got to be a way to speed this up. Brewmaster's log, the distillers. Best news all day. Our cousin Carmen's got a roommate at VTU who's more than willing to take on our little distillation problem. Said she's an engineering major who can already hold more than her fair share of liquor. I admire her already, and even more so if she manages to pull this off. Doomsday Brewmaster's log, the mission. They were right. Raleigh and Sam were actually right. The Reds dropped the bomb, the world's gone to crap, and believe me, people need shine now more than ever. I had to change up the recipes a bit since Mother Nature's gone a little loopy, but they still work. But damn, the world's gone crazy. Jesus is loading up the shotguns. The stills get the wildlife all riled up, so if we want to make this, we need to protect it with everything we've got. That sounds like the basis of an event, but that log has been here since the game launched. Doomsday Brewmaster's log, the results. New recipes aren't the worst. Mutberry's actually still pretty damn good. It's just the tater shine that makes you want to spit it out faster than you can drink it down. Hell, it serves a purpose. Only issue now is we're running low on ammo, and this is man versus nature on a whole new level. I'm not sure how many batches we got left in us, but I'm guessing we can trade it up for some nice supplies at Harper's. I can get Brianna to put it up on that forum that old man Hayes threw together. So yeah, they've got their forum terminals down at Harper's Ferry. Anyway, alright, let's go into the house. Again, we'll get to the holotape later. For now, we got a way up here. There's also the back door you can see through the broken windows. You can even walk through the windows, but we're going to go through the front door. Alright, and here are the remains of some of the feral ghouls. Along with that, there's a feral ghoul officer here. Or sorry, scorched officer. Okay, a little bit of junk. The pillows are also junk. And some more junk there. Alright, a little bit of 5mm ammunition there. Another holotape. Again, we'll come back to this. More junk, a little bit of salt and pepper. More junk over here. And actually some ammo as well. Little sitting area here with a fireplace. It almost looked like, for a second I thought it was a scorched deer, but no. Okay, more wood piles. Alright, I think that does it for downstairs. Or another sitting area, I should say. And a assault rifle right there. Let's head upstairs. Alright, heading this way, we get to the balcony that was accessible via the stairs that I pointed out when we first came by them. And we can even just walk around here. Okay. Let's head back in. And let's go to the other bedroom. Alright. Not too much to see here. There is actually a magazine, though, that spawns right up here. Alright. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and head around the bar, because there's a note here. Reminder. Note to self. Talk to Abby about JD and Brianna. Maybe she can help talk sense into my brother. Brianna is no good. I know she's using him, but he doesn't want to listen to me. Abby is smart and JD respects her. She can make him listen. So, we'll get into this pretty soon. We're not actually going to listen to the first two holotapes because those are found down in Harper's Ferry. There are 5 holotapes that Jesus Sunday recorded, and he was not a fan of Brianna Hawk. We are going to go over the holotapes that are here, though. So, there's also a recipe down here. And if you notice this is actually a hidden entrance to the basement here. This actually is a part of the floor. It's lifted up on these, these 2 arms here. And so typically, if we look at the other side, it would just look like the floor. So, pretty cool. Alright, let's head down here. A little bit of fuel, a little bit of clutter, a couple containers, wood pile. Okay. And here we are in the basement. Now, there are also some radroaches in here, like I said earlier. Just a couple. There's a lot of food on this shelf. Okay. And along with that, there's also some junk in terms of the vegetable starch and the unrusted tin cans and all that. Kitchen area. Can open these up. Some more junk. A lot more junk over here. Got the lockers. A little bit of ammunition, some bobby pins. Okay, so I have found more food here before. And along with that, I've also found alien blaster rounds. Now, I don't know if that's just a really rare ammo spawn, but I got a little shot of it because I wanted to make sure that I noted it. Alright, so let's head around here. Got another safe. Now we got a couple of beds, bunk beds, and then an extra bed here. This place actually had a significant number of beds. If you watch my lore video, then you know that Jesus Sunday did not want to take anybody else in, but they had a large number of beds here that easily could have fit people. Whether or not they had enough supplies, that's really the real question. Alright, so sitting area, stereo, television, some more junk, old bicycle, and the bathroom where they had a shower. No, actually the shower's in here. There you go. A little utility area, and then the actual bathroom itself, well, the toilet, I should say. Alright, why don't we go ahead and listen to those 3 tapes now. And the 3rd tape will be found on the last thing that I haven't shown you yet, but we'll see that soon enough. Jesus Sunday's Holotape Part 3.
We were at our bunker when the Scourge Beasts attacked Harper's Ferry. It took them less than an hour to burn the place down. When the attack was over, I thought Brianna was dead, and that JD would return to his old self. When he didn't, I became suspicious. Then, Brianna shows up at our cabin with a small group of survivors, and everything became clear. She had conned JD, played him this entire time, pretending to love him, to give herself and her friends an invite to our bunker. Well, there was no way I was gonna let that happen. I told her she could march right back to her cave and find her own place to survive. When JD tried to stop me, I had to knock him out. That's when Brianna's people pushed back, and I fired some shots in the air to scare them away. Now I have to deal with JD. Damn, is he gonna be pissed?
And here's Holotape 4.
It's been weeks since I chased off Brianna Hawk, and I feel like I've wasted all of it trying to convince JD that he was better off without her. I finally thought I was getting through, until I was cleaning up our cabin and found the goddamn notes they've been passing to each other. Instead of heading out to hunt, that hijo de perra's been stabbing me in the back by giving Brianna some of our supplies. After everything I've sacrificed for our family, how could he do this to me? When he gets back from today's hunt, we're gonna have a little chat about Brianna Hawk. This time, I'm not just gonna look the other way.
Alright. And here is Jesus Sunday. Amazingly well preserved, given that it's been, man, a long time, over a decade since he died. Here we go, Jesus Sunday's Holotape Part 5.
I don't even know how to say it, but JD's dead. I murdered my own brother. After I found out he'd been stealing our supplies for Brianna Hawk, I couldn't wait. So I rushed out and found him scouting the ridge. I have a hard time remembering the rest. I don't know if he slipped or I pushed him too hard, but my brother, he fell. He's dead, and it's all my fault. When Brianna found out what happened, she gathered her group and hit the cabin with everything they had. They wanted me dead. I killed them all. But they got in a lucky shot. And, I don't think I'm gonna last that much longer. Probably better this whole thing, what I did, it reminds me of a passage I read in the Bible once. Everyone who hates his brother is a murderer. And you know that no murderer has eternal life present in him. I guess I proved that one right.
Yeah. Sad end to that story. Again, the first two holotapes are found in Harper's Ferry. It basically just details Jesus not believing in Harper's Ferry as a project, meaning that he's not going to commit the full efforts of their labors to it. And then along with that, there was also one where he was talking about how JD was very sad until he found Brianna, but he doesn't trust Brianna. So anyway, though, why don't I show you the full list of all the junk you can find here. Okay, and that's really why I wanted to bring you back here, because I have covered this place significantly, like multiple times, but I wanted to show you the actual list of all the junk, because there's a lot of stuff here. So, this has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.